Good morning. This is Eric Lean, and welcome to Morning Impact. And today we're going to talk about the death of I can't. The words I can't are the most dangerous lies that you've ever told yourself. It's the invisible chain that you drag around day after day, pretending it's your truth. You say things to yourself like, I just can't make those calls today. I can't hit that income goal. I can't lead a team. I can't change. But let me tell you the truth. I can't. I can't is a decision that you make. It's not reality. It's you choosing your comfort zone over your calling. I can't is you negotiating with your potential because you're afraid of the pain of progress. But here's what I know, you're already paying a price. You're paying the price of regret. You're paying the price of stagnation. You're paying the price of watching other people pass you by. And the moment you say no more, that's the moment I can't dies. Let's talk about the activation of I can. So let me tell you what I can really means. I can means I'm no longer a prisoner of my past. I can means I'm no longer stuck in the stories that say I'm not enough. I can means I'm no longer waiting for permission to be great. I can means ownership. It means radical, unapologetic, inconvenient responsibility for your life. And ownership is the gateway to power. You don't wait for the market. You don't wait for your manager. You don't wait for the leads. What you do is you create, you initiate, you drive. That's what leaders do. I can, it's I can is not a slogan. It's a daily discipline. I can is the decision to act when you don't feel like it. I can is the decision to show up after the excitement and the emotion is gone. Because I can is not about hype, it's about habits. There's a cost to greatness. Let's be real. You can say, I can, but are you ready to pay the price? Because the reality is you don't get I can without I will. You see, there's a cost to this game. You will sacrifice comfort. You will face rejection. It's part of the business. You will lose people who just completely don't understand your growth. You'll have those nights where you lay in bed and you stare up at the ceiling and you question everything. But listen to me. You will never regret betting on yourself. You will never regret showing up when it was easier to hide. You will never regret becoming the person you were born to be. Discomfort's temporary. Discipline is forever. Here's the I can identity shift. You can't say I can and still live like I can't. That means your identity has to shift. You want to be a top producer? Act like one. You want to be a great leader? And speak like one. You want to make six figures? Show up like someone who does. You don't become successful and then believe it. You believe it first, and then you become successful. You want the win, but do you want the work? I can becomes real the moment that you time block your life with precision. It becomes real the moment you make 30 calls that you've been avoiding. And it becomes real the moment you film the video that scares you. When you knock on the door, when nobody's watching. That's the shift. It's not magic. You can't just wave a wand and it happens. It's movement. Let me ask you a question. What if your children are watching how you show up right now? What if your future self is begging you to not quit this time? What would change if you realized you're someone's permission slip? You're someone's proof that I can is real. This is not about ego. This is about impact. You don't just build a business, you build a legacy of belief. And when people look at your life, they should be able to say, because they believe I can, now I know I can too. It's time to make a decision. In the end, every day you're faced with two voices. One voice says you're not enough. It's too late. You can't. The other voice, that other voice is whispering, you're built for more. You were born ready. You can. And that voice, the second voice, that's the real you. Today's not just another day. Today is your line in the sand. Right now, in this moment, you decide, do you want to survive or do you want to rise? So say to yourself over and over and over, I can. Now go show the world what happens when belief meets execution, because I can is just the beginning, and I did is the legacy. Peace.